Hello, I'm Chris Holmes. I'm a certified Bob Ross instructor. I'd like to welcome you to our channel, Serenity in Color. Today, I want to do for you an original composition of mine. Where I live in West Tennessee, we do a lot of trail. Growing up, I used to do a lot of trail riding on four wheelers and such. And we've stumbled across a lot of just wonderful scenes that I remember from my childhood. And we found an old railroad track one time, and I'm trying to recreate it in my mind. So what I've done, I took a 16 by 20 canvas, and I took black gesso and made indications of, just blobbed it with a paper towel. Kind of took a old fan brush and made me a railroad track indication and a couple of old trees. And I've allowed that dry completely. And on top of that, I took liquid clear and just glazed the canvas. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick up an old 2-inch, and we're going to go straight into Indian yellow, transparent color. And the light to me was coming through the woods. Some of it was still open. So I'm just going to take off, and let's just have some fun today. A beautiful day here, and I hope it is where you're at. Raining hours. Take a little sap green now. Kind of take off of this and just kind of fill it in down through here. And we're going to cover up a lot of this. It's just some indications, something to start with. My nephew growing up, we used to ride four-wheelers together, and we just find old stuff that just been abandoned, forgotten. Nature took it back. This is kind of a bittersweet memory for me. So I'd like to dedicate this painting to my nephew Ryan. So Ryan, this one's for you, buddy. Titanium white now. I'm just gonna kind of warm it up with the sun breaking through right there, Working out. I'm gonna pull it now. A lot of this will be covered up on our tree, but some of it's gonna shine behind it. So just like I said, little indications. These are black canvases are so much fun to work with. Well, alright. Let's pick up another 1-inch brush now. And I need to mix up the color. So we're going to take midnight black, little Van Dyke brown, little sap green, little rose and crimson, a little bit of phthalo blue, just a good dark color. Alright. Now we're just going to take and just tap in some bush shade, just kind of fill in a few spots. Just cover up a few things. Like I said, working with gesso on these canvases is so much fun. You can basically lay in a lot of your dark with it. So right now I'm just laying in just a little extra, kind of some bush shapes. A lot of it will be covered up in the foreground a little bit, but I need something back there in the shadows. real quickly. Bring that little tree forward a little bit, so just kind of indication of it. Kind of bring him back into the spotlight there a little bit. Steady still, back over. We're gonna do a little bit more with him in a minute. We'll go right into my Van Dyke brown now. Kind of sharpen up my tracks a little bit here where the wood is. Dark color there, a little bit of white. Mossy it over tracks there. Old and forgot. Take the titanium white, a little dark sienna now. Light might be hitting that old wood a little bit. Making it from brown right there. Just kind of sneak in a few things. Here and there. Here and there. I like our track color there. It's just old metal. It's got old moss growing over it. We started with all that pretty yellow and grab a little bit of liquid white, thin it just a little, go for my yellows, touch of green. Here now, let's just highlight a few things. Just a little. See, the sun's real bright right there. That's okay, right there. We're gonna come back a little bit, so anything that I do there, I can scratch off and cover up again. So don't worry. Don't worry, you got all kinds of power painting here. You've never done it before, and you want to. You can. I believe in you. I believe in you. Just like Bob believes in it. Maybe put one right there we go. Like I said, we're gonna come back and revisit that little tree or little twig there. We'll kind of bring him over that track right through there. He's growing over. Part of him is growing over. Going under. See, this is long forgot back there. I love to paint scenes from home. Just means a lot. I grew up in the small town of Henderson. It's just amazing things that you see and things that you grew up with that gone. You know, I had a lot of businesses I had as a child. They're long since gone. The buildings ain't even there no more. But I got a lot of precious memories. Mossy area here and there. basically just tapping in some dark. Gotta have that dark to show this light. It'll be grass here in a moment. Go back to our yellow and green. Tap that brush, tap it. Just tap it. Here in a minute, I'm gonna come back over my railroad track. Just tap it. My yellows here, a little yellow over there. There we go. All of that. And the lights just really popping through there. So if you do like I did there, I didn't load my brush correctly. You got to give it a good tap. And you come back across it. Set it down in there. We covered it with a bush or something. There are no mistakes. Just happy accidents. Remember that. Fix anything in this technique. And sometimes the stuff that I think I messed up on were part of the prettiest part of my paintings. And I've learned just as much from my errors that I have than my successes in this. So. Tapping in, just some crashing. Back this far in the woods, best I remember, there was a bunch of mossy area. Throwing on them old rocks and crossing tracks. I like that little velvet. There we go. Now let's go back to our track for a minute. Grab some of this dark color, a little bit of white, kind of looking for a grayish green. There we go, just kind of come in and touch. It's kind of striking that old rail right there. Coming on, and bringing back in through here, just kind of, just places, you know. Not all of them show through nature's coming home. Coming back to it. Take a little band back around there. Let's just go around. Old cross tie right there. You know, just make up stories. If you paint, memories, you know. Simpler times in life. Riding four-wheeler, it was young and carefree. Every now and then I get to do stuff like this and I get to remember the fun times. There was a cross tie right in there too, I think. Old busty one. See if you can put it wherever you want. I hope you enjoy being with me today. I'm enjoying being here with you. If you like what we do, hit that like button. Find us on Facebook or our website, Serenity Color. If you're ever in Tennessee, West Tennessee, come by, see us. We'd love to have you. We send out monthly emails and class schedules. We'd like to do what you like. We'd like to meet you. In there, come by and see us. Check out our studio. Alright. Let's bring that tree forward now. Got a little Van Dyke brown. Just kind of pull in a little bit of color. Run out of brown. Good mixture. There we go. Just pulling in some dark. Gotta have that dark. Kind of give it a little bump, a little wheel. Or really going over the track there. Something there, there. There we go. Some good dark color. So black dark sienna and titanium white. Let's kind of give it a little bit of highlight. Come down, just kind of pull with that paint break. Old tree. Kind of like I'm putting snow on the mountain, just letting the canvas take what it wants and give me back what it doesn't. I'm going to take a little bit of bright red now, a little titanium white, brown, just kind of dull it. I want to warm that up. So the light's coming there, just give it a little something extra. Kind of warm that wood up a little bit. Warming up. And now I'm going to take just a little bit of glue. I just want a little reflected light. It's kind of over here on this side a little bit. Just a little. Give it a little something extra. And my shadow side right there. But down in here. Over there. Just let it bounce. I won't forget about that little tree over here too. Kind of put a little bit on him. There we go. Okay. Let's warm him up a little bit. That was much fun. Let's do it again. Just a little. Light for the tree. Might be getting a little extra light. Back to our shadow. When these dry, this will feel like bark on the tree. I'm just letting it round a little bit. Like I said, just a few indications. Just a few here and there. Here and there, there and here. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what real quick while we're... Alright, let's grab a little bit of that Van Dyke brown. Let's come over here and put a few little limbs off this tree. Paint thinner. Look. A little light brown. In there. But on this one there. That's up to you. I want him left out. Tell you what, let's put one right here. Maybe he gonna grow up and hang out too. There we go. Alright, let's go back to our dark color there. Clean her up around his little foot. Put in a few bush indications over here. This far back in the woods, I remember a lot of old thorn bushes and ivy and riding through there, we run out some critters everywhere. It was, like I said, happier times, special times. With all that highlight color and kind of have a little bit of that yellow ochre, cad yellow mix, lemon yellow. Just have it. Too carried away, and we'll go ahead and grab me a little bit of liquid white, look for my yellows, the bright reds, kind of on there. Few spots here and there. Real quickly, let's go back and put the indication of that little bit of cross tie there. A lot of them ain't growed up. Color we're using for the track. Fade into nothing. Just fade away. There we go. Go back now to my bluish color and finish out this corner. Then we'll go over here. We don't want him left out. Varying my yellows and my reds. That. If you have trouble getting your paint to stick, remember you got liquid liquid white. And add a little bit of liquid clear. You don't want to dilute the color. Paint thinner. Just be careful. Paint thinner on liquid clear has a violent reaction. And sometimes it can be used to your advantage. But sometimes it can really distort things if you're not careful. So I caution you. I know that from experience. Let's put in a firecracker out there. Ooh, that. Don't kill all your dark. That's real important. All right. This old knife. I can use sticks and twigs. And with that, I'm going to take a little bit of white. I'm going to thin it down and I'm going to sign this one. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you soon. If you're in the Henderson area, you might come take a class with us. Look us up online. Surrenderingcolor.com. We got monthly emails about class schedules. Our Facebook page kind of shows what we got going on with our classes and our students. But we sure would love to have you, and I've enjoyed being with you today. And if you like what we're doing here, hit that like and subscribe button, and God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.